Alexander, you News Arizona.
Hey, brother.
And we're over here in Tucson, Arizona. And we're reporting on all the homelessness over here. And seems to be an ongoing crisis. And so we're going to go around and we're going to interview some of these people and get their thoughts on how Adelita Grajava's been doing with the homelessness here in Tucson. And I have Daniel Gutierrez, who's running for Congress with me.
Hello, everybody. I brought Jonathan Alexander out here. I don't know if whoever there follows me on Facebook knows that my passion's the homeless. I'm out here all the time with the homeless. Today we're in South Tucson, which is a 1 square mile city within Tucson. Anyways, I brought Jonathan out here to see what Tucson's going through and how poorly our government is failing the community.
And I appreciate you being here tonight, Dan. Thank you. And you want to introduce yourself?
It's Gabriel. You guys already know who it is. Just a quick rundown, right? God's been very impactful in my life and allowing me to just network and be around this man, right? I've been able to see his heart, his hard work, and I get the privilege of siding with this man in a lot of the stuff that we're battling here in Tucson and the stuff that needs to be brought to light. Right, so it's definitely a blessing to be out here, brother. I appreciate you guys for real.
I appreciate you coming with us. Thank you.
We got the balance.
All right. Why don't you get some of the images here? So most of these people you see, these people walking over here, this is a lot of your homeless community folks. And here in Tucson, this is very much an epidemic.
Oh, yeah.
So, and with just the amount of fentanyl coming here on the streets, a lot of these people have major addictions. And Daniel Gutierrez here, you want to tell them what you plan on doing for the homelessness and the addiction?
Well, I actually have a program that I'm trying to get set up. The state legislatures are actually working on it. They're looking at the plan I've put forward. It's a plan to get people from the streets into their very own homes that they pay for. Because the bottom line is, if we get them off the drugs and we don't help them get their self-esteem back, they will return to the streets. And we don't want to continue throwing money at a problem that just continues to be a problem. We need to address this. We need to rip the roots out from the ground, get rid of all the drugs in their lives and turn their lives around.
And there's just like over here. I mean, these guys are packing their lives around on their shoulders. I don't know if you can get that on camera, but this is what we see every day.
Well, Jonathan, we should go over here and get some of the...
We're going to go over here and see if we can get a couple of these people to conduct an interview with us. Hey, wait up, Dan.
You want to go over here?
Yeah, we can.
She's used to recording. I have videos I put out on social media and stuff like that.
Well, there you go. Good looking security dog. Good. So, he is. So I'm Jonathan Alexander with Your News Arizona. So I know you guys see a lot of the homelessness out here.
Yes, sir. Yes, we do.
The amount of fentanyl, the drugs, correct?
Finish this out.
What do you think about Dan's plan to try to put a stop to this?
Tell you the truth, I actually don't know what his plans are, man. What are your plans?
Yeah, talk to him yet, Dan.
I posted on Facebook, so if he hasn't followed me, he hasn't
No,
seen
it's not that I haven't followed him, you know what I'm saying? I know who he is, like I said, but
I actually put my plan out public so everyone can see it. It starts out with enforcing the law. We don't start enforcing the law, which is why it's getting worse and worse, because nobody enforces the law.
right now, what's going on?
We can get them in a position where we give them a choice. It's basically pre-trial release, except instead of just releasing them, we help them. We set them up. We put them through detox. Then we help them get a job so that they can earn their self-esteem back. Because if we just get them off drugs and we don't do anything about them themselves fixing the problems and issues they have, then they're going to return back to drugs. So
how are they going to be able to hold the people there in those facilities? Because, like, I know.
Well, it's not going to be a jail. It's going to be a treatment. They're going to have a choice. They can sit in jail until they go to court, pay their bond and get out, whatever, just like everybody else. The difference is those people will have an option to go to a program, which is totally voluntary. They can stay where they're at or they can go to the program. And as long as they comply with the rules. And here's another big thing about my program that's different than anyone else's, is we hold them accountable there too. If they don't comply with the rules, then they immediately go back to the jail. Not a second chance, not a third chance. They know the rules. I'm a contractor. I've been running crews since I was 21 years old. And I tell you what, when someone breaks the rules at the job, I can't just let them stay there because now everyone else will break the rules at the job. So I got to hold the first one accountable. Once I hold the first one accountable, everyone else falls in line because they know the boss will fire me if I do that. He's made it clear he will fire us if we do that, so they don't do that.
How would you go about having jails not declining the people that are going in there for these petty? I'm not going to call it petty because it's actually killing people.
Yeah.
How would you go about the jails actually accepting them and not declining them? Because they go in there, they get out for a day, or they go in there to send them to CRC.
The reason is because they if they've used the fentanyl within 2 hours,
yes,
the jail won't take them.
Right.
So we need to have a place to hold them for that 2 hours before we take them to the jail. It's that simple. And a lot of the police officers, and I've spoken to a lot of them, and I'm sure you have too, there's officers that will drive them around for 2 hours and then take them to the jail, which is what you need to do. I mean, if they've used it within 2 hours, the jail just won't take them. So
they will actually do facilities, give you facilities to actually do stuff like that and hold them.
Well, that's why I'm running for Congress.
Okay.
So I can get the funds here to do that.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds good. I mean, it would be nice that we could start doing stuff like that.
Well, we definitely need to start somewhere.
Yeah, we got to start somewhere because we don't. It's
Are you from Tucson?
I'm from Panama, but I've been raised here most of my life.
I grew up right there on Vista in Western Hills, so like Tucson.
Yeah.
I grew up right there on Western Hills and Vista in that neighborhood over here on the south. So I get to be a big advocate for, because I have a decent social media platform, so I do music and other things. So I get to be an advocate from the opposite end, where it's like he as well, right? Where I wrestled in the street for a really long time off of like meth and other drugs, bro. And a lot of people don't like the fact that we have partnered up in a way to where it's like we're teaming up, and a lot of our morals align in ways that, in our reality, it's all just to help these people, right? And so even if it's just a dream, right, we can still make it happen, but it all calls for a unification with everybody, not just one man, you know. But in our reality, I'm not running for office, right? And so, like, in doing that, being behind him and showing that support, guess what? The money that he needs to raise, it's not that hard, right? He gets to partner with other people around the community who I own a nonprofit, right? And I work with 42 different businesses around Tucson, right? In this nonprofit building of unification here. I partner with like Dr. Arnold or just different people, right? The funds is not the issue. It's just the fact that people need to open up their eyes and be willing to see the things that are going on, you know? And a lot of people aren't willing to do that, right? And I mean, it is what it is, you know? I was out here wrestling with a lot of stuff, and I wish that this was around when I was there, because I wouldn't have to do all the, you know, the stuff that I went through, you know, because you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, you know? And so it's like, whether we see everything eye to eye, God chose this man. He didn't choose me to run, but he chose me to help this man get to where we need to go. Because at the end of the day, Tucson's, I'm sorry, bro, but especially South Tucson, it's not getting any better.
No, 100%. So is this one of your biggest goals? And what's some of the stuff that you're planning on doing prior to this?
Well, good example. What kind of crimes have you witnessed down here yourself doing insecurity?
He's like, what have I not? I mean, I've seen fights. I've seen
Homicides?
Yeah, I've seen overdoses. I've seen people doing expensive stuff in a car. I've seen plenty of stuff. I mean, especially with this drug shit's really going on.
Would you say a major part of the overdoses is from fentanyl?
Oh, 100%, 100% fentanyl, heroin, but most of them are from fentanyl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. From fentanyl. And like I said, I mean, I'm hoping that something changes it.
Well,
You definitely get my vote because what's in there right now is she's just saying the shit right. There we go.
Well, see, one of the concerning things is, last year alone, we had over 100,000 Americans die from fentanyl.
Yeah.
That's just 1 year.
Yes.
And if it keeps going like this, it's just going to, sooner or later, start wiping out major populations in cities all across America.
Right.
And if we don't find a way to put a stop to it and to have somebody in office that's willing to put a stop to it, like Annalena Grahava, I'm not here to beat up on people, but I'm just going to say it, what she is doing for South Tucson here, for the people of Tucson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm honored to be down here doing this tour, seeing the amount of homeless people here, the amount of fentanyl that's on the streets and the drugs. It's unbelievable. And to me, if you're going to try to govern a state, so to speak,
mm-hmm.
if you're going to try to do that, you've got to stand behind the people and work with the people. Because otherwise, talk is cheap.
What's so crazy is that there is no push. I don't believe there's so much pushback with fentanyl. People want their people off this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you ain't gonna get too much pushback. It's just the people that are willing to actually step up and do it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just sucks that with stuff that's trying to be passed, there's so much other stuff that has to come in between it, and then and stuff gets pushed out of there. But I mean, I'm hoping that
I honestly, the way I've been feeling about this, and I've been feeling about this a long time, I even had words with Annalena Grahava when she was in charge of all this, why it was getting worse. Remember, she was on the board of supervisors. She was the chair. So I had someone the other day tell someone else, not me, that, well, she just got into office. You got to give her a chance. No, she didn't just get into office, people. She was in charge of this whole community. Why it was getting to where it's getting, she's not going to fix it. And everybody should know this. She's just not going to do anything about it. She didn't care about it then when she was in charge of it. Why would she care about it now when it's not her problem?
Well, not to mention, if her father didn't get anything done in 30 years?
Yeah, but I don't want to bash a dead man. We're not going to do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why do they have to be 2 hours clean to go to a jail, but you can get a public intoxication, be drunk, and go to a jail and act a fool over there in the jail? What's
because they've had too many people die, and Joe doesn't want to be responsible for them. That's the reason. And I understand it, and a lot of officers are not happy about it.
I do understand that.
They want to put them in there, and that's why officers are willing to drive around for 2 hours with them in their car, and then take them to the jail. So,
and what's so crazy is, the city supported so much with the immigration stuff and having so many people coming in to have buildings for immigration, but at the same time we can't have buildings for this kind of stuff.
He just said that on the national news just a little bit ago over there at the event. The exact same thing. They came across the border, they took care of all of them, and they ignored our people.
Find fundings to try to help these people out to get them out.
I just said that up my wife's speech over there. You guys' event. But the other thing is, looking at Tucson, and I've been here numerous times now because I do all the reporting on the border. But this could be such a nice area to just get it cleaned up.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, 100%. And I've met a lot of very good people here as well. But a lot of people want change.
Well, we need to go get a couple of some pictures, and then we got to get them.
I appreciate you. What was your name again?
David.
Right, David. Nice to meet you, David.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Right on. Thank you.
Okay, some of these people walking by on wood. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Well, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Something else I need to do is 12. Find out how business is doing now that they did the road work, because I bet you they've lost business. It's too hard to get along there. They should have expanded it, not made it narrower.
So which hotel is this? Is this an actual hotel that's operating or abandoned hotel?
Is this a hotel?
It's looks like it probably should be condemned. It's like Thank you, Marcel.
Hello. How you doing? I'm Daniel Bugetis, running for United States Congress.
How you doing? Jonathan Alexander, Your News, Arizona. Nice to meet you. Well, we're covering the homelessness down here in Tucson, Arizona. How do you guys feel about our city and what they're doing for the city? Any comment?
What's the president?
Yeah, we don't. Like, we do the city.
Do you feel like they're doing anything to help the homelessness here? No?
No, that. I mean,
I'm sorry, what's that, man?
it's putting us down. They're not really, I mean, they're really not. I don't see anybody really out here trying to help us. You know, I mean, there is some people that do stop by and they do give us food. You know what I mean? They do help us out with that. You know, but you know, I just wish there was more places, like more shelters. You know what I mean? Where we can go to and get help. You know what I mean? But I mean, as far as I know, there's only 2 that I know about. I mean, but like I said, you know, if they were just to open up and maybe a couple more shelters, you know what I mean? Help out some of these homeless, you know, because it's cold out here, you know what I mean? And yeah, not everybody's on drugs, and not, you know, and it's just, you know, it's just a struggle. It's a struggle out here, man. You know, and like I said, you know, just wish there was more places, there was more help. You know what I mean? But you know, but other than that, I mean, that's it. That's all I really got to say. But thank you.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Thanks for the interview. What's your name?
My name's Daniel.
Daniel? Jonathan Alexander. Nice to meet you. All right. And what was your name? Cheyenne? Nice to meet you.
Thanks, guys. Hello. How you doing?
They need help like that.
What's up?
I said they need help like that. Like they need somebody to talk to them and then support.
Yeah.
Know that there's somebody out there to support them.
What's your thoughts on what they're doing for the community here, trying to help the homelessness?
I don't see anything going on. I just see like a cycle, the same cycle going over.
They just push them around.
Yeah, and it's like it's not their fault that the news is like a pandemic. You know what I mean? The flooding, pretty much looks like a pandemic. Like it's still going on. And it's still going to keep on going. So, but yeah, I think they should do a lot more than just arrest them and then let them go out and do their thing and then arrest them again.
Yeah. Do you feel the average homeless person around here feels safe?
No, I don't think so. I see the homeless stealing from the homeless, and I don't get that. But no, I don't feel like they're safe. Probably because they don't get enough, like what they need. You know what I mean? Like I know, like the Salvation Army and all that, they help you with all that. But like if they had like resources, like a lot more resources, they wouldn't be doing all that. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot. You can't stop the drug being a drug addict. So it's a disease. So I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't really.
Well, I've got to ask a question.
Yeah.
So, under the Biden administration, we had thousands of illegals coming through the border. Okay. Yeah. And what they were doing, the second they come through the border, they were giving them a cash card for $5,000.
I remember that.
They were giving them free housing, free motel, free airline tickets anywhere in America.
That's crazy.
Plus, they're paying for their housing up to 18 months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The-
The people around here need that more than the.
Well, exactly. Yeah, then now we got Adelina Grijalva in office here, who, you know, is basically abandoning Tucson as well. She's not wanting to do anything for the homeless people, trying to help clean this up to where people can feel like, you know, they've got a chance.
Right.
You know, these guys here, you know, what we've been witnessing out here. I mean, if you talk to most people,
They got not to say.
do you feel most people?
Talk to them and let them
Do you feel most people feel hopeless right now?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's how they the streets are make you like. They make you or they break you, and then you know what I mean. It's just pretty much. But yeah, like even like me, I'm more like the salesman type. But like I don't deal with that because I can't. It's too much for me. But like I don't like I go to other stuff too. Like you know what I mean, to get my satisfaction. But like them, like that's all they have. You know what I mean? Like I get to work, I get to do all that. But once they're homeless and doing all that, they don't really have enough stuff to make them feel better. You know what I mean? Like to go do this or to go hunting or like, oh, you can go on vacation or something like that. It's like, what? I don't know.
Well, one of the things we're trying to bring to people's attention is it's going to start with change. Somebody in office is going to help make a change. Daniel Gutierrez, he's been down on the borders with me when I'm reporting many times.
Yeah.
He's got a witness exactly what I just told you, where they're giving the illegals all this cash and all the benefits. And Dan's a born native here to Tucson.
That's rare.
You know, I mean, your family goes back how many generations?
In the 1800s.
Wow.
So here's the thing. To get a man like Dan in office that has experienced this homelessness, this crisis,
Especially family generations that's been living here.
that loves this area,
They know the in and out,
loves the people of this area, and doesn't want to see this homeless continue like it is.
Yeah.
You know, the fentanyl, the amount of drugs that's been killing people. Because we lost last year alone 100,000 Americans from fentanyl alone. And that's tragic.
Yeah, that's like COVID. Pretty much like the same thing like the COVID is.
So, you know, and right now it's going to require change.
Yeah.
So I'm being a reporter, you know, I always not try to be biased, but I'm asking everybody to talk about Daniel Gutierrez, mention him, because this man is going to make change for Arizona.
I believe it. Yeah.
And he is going to be boots on the ground. He's already boots on the ground with me and my news team. He's been most of the places I've been.
Nice.
Because he does care. And
I'm glad there's somebody out there that does care.
And Dan, and Dan kind of probably like a lot of you guys was even skeptical of me when he first met me, because he's like, "Is everything you were saying true?" But then he got it.
Really care.
But then he went down and he got to witness it.
Yeah.
So I'm a firm believer. Seeing is believing, and that's why we take people on these journeys, let them see the real truth.
Right.
Just like we're bringing America live today, showing what's going on in
It's going to
Tucson.
be on YouTube?
This is live right now on national TV.
You should put it on YouTube and everything.
Yeah, well, this is on YouTube as well.
Watch that. Yeah, YouTube.
Better get going.
But anyways, appreciate your time.
Yeah. Social media, everything.
Yeah.
Because you know how the kids and teenagers, everybody on their phone all the time. So
And we definitely got to get people registered to vote.
Yes, sir.
Get them out to vote and tell them about Daniel Gutierrez. Check them out. He's all over.
I've heard of that name all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all over the commercials.
They had the signs all over.
Yeah.
Because right now, change starts right here with the people. If people are tired of it,
It's like the heart right here.
Yep. This is the heart of it. I mean, I'm seeing thousands of homeless people here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
They don't have to be homeless either. Some of them just choose to be homeless. Like just because their family gave up on them, they need somebody to help them push them up. So.
They got to get going. We got to head.
Have a good day, Jeff.
Appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, well, you guys got to go, huh? What? This place almost looks like a prison. Yeah. Very close. Dan, how many homicides do you think happen here weekly? You have an idea?
I don't have an idea of homicides.
Or in South Tucson.
South Tucson.
The last month, we were looking at like 15, maybe a little bit more. And the
15?
youngest age was like 13 years old.
13 years old.
Or the ones that are in the street too. There's a massive rate of like middle-aged people that are just out here shooting, stabbing, and it's primarily a lot of these people that need that influence and help. You know, it's gotten pretty heavy out here. I know there was one not too long ago. A boy just got killed over downtown, right? Was it over there? I think it was over there. And then my cousin actually got killed not too long ago.
Your cousin did? I'm sorry for your loss.
So I grew up out here doing very similar things, you know. But God changed my eyes, opened them up, and that's exactly why I'm out here.
Yeah. So, well, you know, coming to your guys' event today, it was an honor to be there, and you know, it's nice to see so many people wanting to get involved and try to get this change.
Alexia Chavez did that event earlier. Let My People Go was there. Just a couple of different ministries that have been boots on the ground and also supporting him.
Perfect. Appreciate all you do. Thank you. So, guys, it's been a long day today. We're going to go ahead and get ready to end this broadcast. And we'll do some more coverage here in the next day or two. And then we'll be live down on the border on Monday. And we're going to be at the Jim Chilton Ranch. So, here, put this one if you look. So anyways, you guys can see us out there at the Jim and Sue Chilton Ranch in Erebach, Arizona. And we're going to retrieve a bunch of our surveillance cameras. And other than that, we'll go down on the border and give you guys some updates. So, all right. God bless you guys. We'll see you all soon.
See you later, guys.